All right, PC, my bad. I messed it up. I actually this is gonna be part two because I just messed this up. I really didn't mean to do that. But yeah, let's be spiritual on this because I'm talking about growth and spiritually growing, man, becoming killing off the old man and be growing in this, man. And just thinking like, doing the will of the most high, you know, and your house and the house is the will of the most high, so ultimately it's the will of the most high. But also too, um, let's just be spiritual. Like when you come to okay, this was on the left side. Okay, I just couldn't find it. But let's just being spiritual. When is it when it's coming through when it comes to this, man? Because actually, you know what? Let's go to First Samuel real quick, man. Because like I just read Romans. No, I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. It says Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed of the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and the will of Yahweh and perfect though. I'm sorry, and the will of Yahweh, the will of the Most High." And so yeah, man. So renewing the mind, doing the perfect will of the Most High, man, of Yahweh, man. So um, let's go. Like I mentioned, David. I didn't get the Acts one, the one to Acts, but I'll just get this from First Samuel right quick. Then I'm going to where I want to go in Ecclesiasticus. Um, um, yes, First Samuel chapter 13 and verse 14, and it reads, okay. It says, "But thy kingdom," this is when Saul loses the kingdom, the prophecy. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. But the Lord shall hath sought him after a man after his own heart. And the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept which the Lord had commanded, which the Lord commanded thee. I'm gonna read this again. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept which the Lord commanded thee. So yeah, man. David was man at the Most High's heart, man. So that's how we had to be with him and Yahushua, man. So actually, shout out to brothers from Iran, Ram University. That one of the brothers mentioned this. I was watching a video a few months ago. He said, "Listen, man, everybody's a man when it's time to become the bride of Christ, man. Everybody's a man until become being the wife of Yahushua. Let's not get stupid for anybody that is kind of a scoffer or something. It doesn't really matter, but you know how scoffers do. Oh, wait, you were married to, Christ. Wait, but Anyway, I just don't do that. But anyway, don't. Who gives a fuck what they think about that? But anyway, let's be spiritual about this, man. It says, "Has thou have?" Because yeah, we talking about being the wife, being the bride of Christ. It says, "Has thou have a wife?" This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. It says, Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. I really want to focus on have thou have a wife after thy mind. Forsake her not, man. So yeah, man. Exactly, man. That's what it is. Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. Think about it, man. Because we had to be like um we had to be like shoot. Yeah, how shall if we brought up Christ, you have to have mind after His mind, man. We got to consider everything we do. Okay, what how shall I think? Just like a man, just like a wife is supposed to do to her husband. Like have to have reverence, have think about have. There's nothing like what it is too. I remember this too, because shout out to Brother Chronicles of Judah. It was back when LeVar Ball, when he first came on the scene, man. And Chronicles of Judah was he was doing a video about it. I forgot, he did a segment on it. He paused it. He said, "Listen, man." He said, "Don't you?" He said, and there was a segment of when LeVar Ball and his wife, she was on the sideline. She looked at him and she was kind of like in lock with him. She was in like. Yeah, she was pretty much in lock with him. And he paused and said, "Look," he said, "Y'all see?" He said, y'all brothers see how like LeVar Ball's wife was lining up with him, lining up with his spirit, lining up with his energy. Pretty much, he was kind of trying to be in unison with him. There was a sin in watching the game, but just seeing that clip, like her trying to just looking over. Okay, how um how what's the word I'm looking for? Um yeah, how in line she can be with him, pretty much. How can she be according to his mind right now? And that's what it was, man. Because she was just he was sitting there, being LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball's a wild dude, but he was being him. Then she was like laughing, stuff like that. That's how we should be with the Most High, in your house, shot, man. We have to be like have a mind, renewing our own mind, because it says, remember in the verse it says doing the will of the Most High, man. So not our own will, because in the will in our minds, we're doing their will pretty much. That's what it is, man. That's why I gotta renew that, man. And constantly, and this is all going to killing off the old man and being born again and being like a little child, man. Because actually, like I mentioned earlier, because when you're a little child, you know how it is as a child, when you look up to somebody, you want to do everything they do, man. Whether it's like your older brother, man, uncles, your father, anything, man, because you're watching everything they do. Fortunately, like even like, let's take it to example, like because we was raised on pretty much, a lot of our people were raised on like idolatry and celebrity worship. Before of course I was a victim of it. Well, yeah, to a degree, yeah, growing up, I was never too crazy, but certain things, but just trying to seeing that and want to emulate that, but just think about this in righteousness perspective, like that's why you gotta be mindful of our conduct, man. So that's what it is. That's how we gotta be with the Most High Yahweh, man. Like as a little children, literally like watching everything they do, emulating what they do, man. Because it's like I want to be like that. Like I want to walk as he walked, man. So like it says in First John, man. So yeah, man, that's really pretty much it, man. That's what it is about growing and getting better, man, and seeing the growth, man. Because that's what it is, man. It's nothing like because I work for the city. I was working for the city for 3 years, and I was doing like labor work, like cleaning work, man. It's nothing like, and man, this is the most proudest moment of that was the most proudest moment during my time there. We did a little alleyway. And if y'all in Philadelphia in the Pennsylvania area, man, it took us 2 3 days, man. But the fact that seeing that like the before and after, man, that work that was put in, man, there's just nothing better than that, man. Because that alley was dirty, rats was in there, stuff like that. But saying like, oh man, listen, we did it, man. We did it together. And actually, to that point, man, even in this, man, let's get this. Let's get this. Then we're probably gonna close out. As a matter of fact, I don't really have to what you call them. Because that's not really like how I said, strengthen your brother, man. Just growing together. Actually, yeah, let me get this. Let's close on this too. Because this is a part of it too, man. Like I know, like I did the video like about Noah and how this is what you call a lonely walk too. Well, it's not well, yeah, it's a lonely walk pretty much at the end of the day, to be honest, on like grand principle, but you're going to need help along the way, man. You're going to need help along the way. You have to help others along the way. Let's get Ecclesiastes 4 right quick. It says 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. So what's that? Labor. What's that reward? Shoot, even on this side and on the other side, man. So let's get this in Jude, man. That's what it is, man. Because there's nothing like seeing that like growth within you, man. It's nothing seeing like growing, like elevating, man. Because there's nothing like it, man. Because sometimes I even I'm telling y'all, man. Sometimes I feel bad. I get upset because I was like, man, why did I do something dumb or do something, transgress or something like that? Because I was like, man, that's old Omar would some he would have did, or old me would have did, man. That's I'm still thinking that way, man. Why am I I really need to renew my mind, man. Like the old In Vogue song back then, free your mind. You really gotta renew your mind, man. You do, from how you used to think in certain situations, man. Because it's like, why am I still thinking like this? Because I got the blueprint now, man. So that's where this faith kicks in, man. Because Yeah, man, because it's like this, man. I know I don't mean to keep rambling, but it's just like this, man. It's just like we gotta really grow because it's just like it's just like it's like a quarterback or something, or like a sports athlete or something. Like he's trying actually, yeah, like say if somebody like Tim Tebow or something like that. He worked with Tom House. Now Tom House worked with everybody. He worked with Brady. You know, I think who else did Tom House work with? Throwing mechanics did baseball, but I think Eli. Maybe might work with Peyton, and recently I think he heard work with Jalen Hurts. Whatever his throwing, like he was bearing their throwing mechanics and whatnot. But like he did everything he could with Tim Tebow, and it improved for a little bit. But then at the end of the day, Tim Tebow he could never learn how to fully throw the football, because he just got used to getting back to that. Was into reverted back to what he was pretty much. We can't do that I sad to say we can't do that in his walk. Like reverting back to to who you were, man. We can't do that because now let me get this straight. Let me say this too, because the best advice I got in this walk was from one elder brother. He said, "Listen, be yourself, but keep the commandments, man." But pretty much because that's what the Most High Yahweh wants. At your core, you be yourself. Now, if he was like evil and wicked, malicious, no, don't be that. But if at the core you, no, be yourself. I still try to be actually myself, man. I laugh, joke, do what I do, even but just keep the Most High's commandments, man. Faith in Yahweh, man. That's it, man. Just be yourself, though, man. But all the wickedness in you, no, purge that out. You gotta get that out. But the core, you still be yourself, man. So that's what that is. That's the balance of it all, man. But let's get this in Jude. And I'm gonna close out. Yeah, it says Jude chapter 1 verse and is that some? What's that, Billy? Okay. Yeah, Jude chapter 1 verse 20. It says, "But ye beloved, building up yourselves in your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit." So yeah, man, that's what we're supposed to do. Iron sharp iron, build each other up as well, man. Killing off our old ways, man. Renewing our minds, man. Seriously, man, because I want to keep going, but I was going to stop right now too, man, because that's what we still got to do. And we can shout to brother, the Assembly of Firstborn too, because I was just watching the video. I'm actually still watching it now. But he mentioned like we can't always too blame that on captivity. Now that does play a role, man. How this current captivity, this current kingdom, this current society. How Esau pretty much how that's why it's the what's the in Revelation or no, right here, Revelation 18:3. Everybody's drinking up the cup of Babylon, man, and his teaching and stuff like that, and the deceptions and whatnot. But that's still nothing. That's still we still can't blame that though, because we got the blueprint of renewing our minds. Because shout out to the brother, he mentioned even Akan, like when we just coming out, when we was in the wilderness and whatnot, was when we just trying to get to the promised land, he saw a Babylonian garment, man. He coveted it and wanted it, man. Something that belonged to the Lord, the riches and stuff like that. He wanted that, man. So we wasn't in captivity then. We was just leaving. We left Egypt in the wilderness, about to go see promised land. So yeah, like the brother said, I'm glad he mentioned that too, because we can't always just blame that as well. Let's people always just try to blame demons, man, or something like that. No, man, it's me. It's me pretty much, man. It can be whatever y'all struggling with, man, because it's not always like that all the time. And sometimes you like where's that in Psalms? No, it's just like my choices that I make, man. Because certain things I still do, man. It's just like, okay, I can't say I was a demon. No, sometimes that's just you. Now, do we fight things in the flesh? Of course we do, but it's certain times that's just you too. So that's just you. So we gotta be mindful of that. I gotta be mindful of that, man. So, cause yeah, man. So that's really it, man. Hopefully, because the real test is like my day-to-day life, man. So, yeah, man, because there's a lot of still things ways that I think that still needs to, that isn't lining up with the Lord, man. There's still a lot of things that I need to line up with, my ways that I need to line up with the Lord, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's satisfying, man. So peace.